That one. Yeah, that one. Here we go. Skunk out the boat finally. Nice little bow. Not really, kind of a dink, but hey. Skunk's out the boat. And he's bleeding. Son of a bitch. Crap, I don't think this one is going to make it. Great. Looks like a holdover too. You got any bites or follows? No? No. We dragging a jig or something?
Spin a bait.
Okay.
What's up, Spankers? Welcome to another fishing adventure with Trout Spankins, coming to you from inside of the Trout Cave. On today's fishing adventure, we're going to be going down to the local trout pond with PAPA Spankins, meeting up with my friend Steve, and trying to spank some trouts. Now, you may have seen a couple of months ago, me and Steve went down to the big bass pond and put a spanking on some smallmouth bass using topwater poppers. So if you like smallmouth fishing, and if you like topwater fishing, I highly suggest you go and watch that video, because we got some really good footage on film that day. The trout fishing's been a little bit slow lately, so I really don't know what to expect, so I'm going to keep this intro short. I'm going to be testing out a kind of new, kind of old setup that I put together last night. I'm going to be throwing my old Fenwick Eagle 6-foot light moderate action 1/16 to 3 ounce lure weight 2 to 8 pound line lightweight combo. The reel I have on here is actually a reel that I bought 4 months ago and completely forgot about. It's a Shimano Sedona 2500. I've got it spooled up with 4-pound Suffix monofilament. Now, if you've been here for a while, you've probably seen me use the rod, but you haven't seen me use the reel, so it's new, but it's old. I'm going to be trying some different lures today. I don't know if it's going to make a difference because I haven't been able to catch anything on anything but the Rough Rider as of late. So with that being said, I have no idea what the conditions are going to be like, what we're going to be catching them with, so we're just going to get out there and we're going to meet up with Steve.
Big bird. Got one finally. Only took about 6 hours. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Cool little troopski. It only took 10 hours. Yeah. Skunk beater bow. Pretty cool. Put it right next to shore. It's the same dang fish. Looks like it. Cool deal. I believe that is the same fish. It looks like it. Yeah, cool deal. Bow number 3 of the day. Pretty little rainbow. Cool deal. Off he goes. All right, sweet. Actually get to make a video out of today. Had to stick around and tough it out all day. I wish they would have bit when Papa Spankins and Steve were here. That would have been nice, but sometimes it's just the way it is. Sometimes the best way to catch trout is to just fish all day until they bite. Had to take my hand off the reel and check the camera. I couldn't remember if I turned it back on or not. Okay, had to check it again. Cool deal. Anything from here on out is a bonus. Caught a 3 trout limit. That's cool. Might wade that way. I'm seeing trout rising down there. Been a while since I got a bite or seen anything. I just saw something sploosh over there. Nope. No way. A little Bessie boy. Huh? Kind of a funny way to end the day, huh? Pass on the Rough Rider. Cool deal. All right, Spankers, so what started off as a pretty dreadful day of trout fishing actually ended up turning into a pretty good afternoon. Fished pretty much the entire day. Started off around 10 o'clock in the morning fishing the other side of the pond with Papa Spankins and my friend Steve. Only had 1 trout swipe at the spoon over there. None of us even got any hits. Fished there until about 1:30. Came over to this side of the pond, fished another cove with Steve from about 1:30 to 2:30. Absolutely nothing over there. Steve had to leave at 2:30. So I decided to stick around the pond because sometimes you just need to be there for that small window, and that ended up being the case today. After Steve left, I walked over to this little deep spot and ended up catching 3 rainbows in about a 20-minute time period, and then went the whole rest of the day until sunset, catching nothing but a tiny little bass. Got them all on the Rough Rider spoon, Thomas Rough Rider, gold and copper. Like I said, the bite window was very small. I caught all 3 of those rainbows within like a 20-minute time period, so sometimes the only way to catch trout is just to stay out there all day and fish all day. Not exactly ideal for the back and the knees, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to catch fish, right? Catching them on the old Fenwick Eagle with a new reel that I forgot I even had. I got the Shimano Sedona 2500 spooled up with 4-pound mono. Yeah, ended up having a pretty decent afternoon considering we went the whole day without seeing anything. Now it was clear conditions, cold and windy, so maybe the water just needed a chance to warm up throughout the day to get these trout biting, but they did bite eventually. So yeah, it would have been nice if they would have bit when I was with Papa Spankins and Steve so that they could have gotten to some fish, but like I said, sometimes you just gotta stay out there all day and fish and hope that you hit that window. I'm gonna get the heck out of here because I got about a 10-mile walk home in rubber waders, so come tomorrow my feet will probably feel like hamburger meat. I know. Just focus on the fish. Hey. Boink. Oh, look at that. He even took the fly out for you. Still, first trout of the year, right? Yeah, pretty cool. Want me to just set him back? Here, hold this. You could be a little more cooperative, buddy. PAPA Spankins' first trout of the year. Yeah, pretty cool. Congratulations. Hey, you got one. There he goes. Just caught one. I didn't bother using the net because I didn't want to deal with the treble hooks in the net, so I just grabbed the line, and when I did that, he shook it off, but I touched the line, so counts.
Makes it easier.
Yeah. I'd rather it gets away without a picture than having to bring one home. Oh, there we go. Second chip ski of the day. Okay, brother, you are going back. Looks like it could be a holdover. Huh?
All right, Spankers back in the cave. Yeah, so pretty cool 3 days of trout fishing. Those days were very spread apart. I even recorded a different video, which will be the next video in between 2 of those days. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? I'm Italian, we don't do this, okay? We don't do this. Anyway, yeah, so day one started off slow as shit. Went about 4 hours getting skunked with Papa Spankins and Steve. Spent about another hour getting skunked by myself, but then finally hit that window. Now, I know I said that I caught those first 3 fish within 20 minutes. It wasn't that close together. It was more like 45 minutes, something like that. But the window was small. Ended the day catching a tiny little bass hole who was a little too big for his britches. Walked home in my waders, turned my feet to hamburger meat, went out a couple days later, and Papa Spankins caught his first trout of the fall. Not the year, the fall. Caught it on one of his homemade hand-tied flies, and I even ended up putting one in the net. Windy day, the audio sucked, but the fish were there. The fish were good. A couple days later, went back with Papa Spankins, and he saved the skunk. Caught the only 2 fish of the day. I only got one on camera because I was around the corner when he caught the second one, but pretty nice rainbow he caught on another one of his homemade hand-tied flies. Kind of looked like this little bugger right here. Pretty much the same thing. Little gold bead head with like a woolly bugger body, olive color. Saw an eagle fly by. That was cool. That was probably about as close as the eagle has ever come to my GoPro, which is why it's the only time I've ever really put that eagle on camera. Yeah, so pretty cool couple days fishing with Papa Spankins and my friend Steve. Hope to see you on the next one. Keep on spanking them.